Okay, welcome to the 265 Entertainment Creative Agency. Here we'll be teaching. This is our YouTube channel first of all, and make sure that you subscribe before you go. Here we'll be teaching you and sharing knowledge on different areas in terms of graphic designing, video editing, website development, digital marketing, and just computer knowledge. So you just have to be there because we have a lot of tutorials coming your way. Right now we just start with a series of a beginner's guide to CorelDraw. So this is just a beginner's guide. We'll start with the basics to the finish until we are sure that you can be able to make a flyer, and this will be a 10 series guide. So just make sure that you are there. We have 10 videos. All right, so today we'll start with just the workspace of CorelDraw and everything. In this video you will learn about the workspace, what is CorelDraw, how is it used, and why you should use CorelDraw. So we'll start with that, then we'll be moving on with other videos, and we'll talk again when we finish this series. So you just have to be there. Make sure that you recommend a friend and a friend and a friend to our YouTube channel, and make sure that you just make this knowledge reach everyone, everywhere. Thank you, and let's get started. This is part 3 of the 10 videos in the CorelDraw Beginner Series. So this is number 3, and last time I think you remember that we learned, if you've been following, to those who've been following, we learned about the CorelDraw interface. We learned about CorelDraw. We learned about tools, the toolbar. We learned about the menu bar. We learned about the title bar. We learned about the status bar and whatever you can find on the status bar. We learned about the color palette, and we learned about the items that you find here. We also learned about the rulers and the guidelines in CorelDraw. Of course, when it comes to rulers and guidelines, we'll also go again on those, because that's the most important area as far as graphic designing is concerned. All right, first things first. Most of the times when new graphic designers emerge, they always struggle with removing backgrounds. All right, in Photoshop now we have other simpler ways in removing the background, in Illustrator also, but in CorelDraw we usually use the old way, which is also available in Photoshop and Illustrator as well. But in CorelDraw, there is no simpler way. There is the old way, and we have two types of mostly. I don't know if we have other, because the software is too big. I don't think I know everything, but the top 2 ways of removing background in CorelDraw, we are going to learn them in this video. We are going to remove all the background here, this yellowish pad of this Our Lady here. We are going to make sure that we remove all that, and we leave nothing but only her. All right, so there are 2 ways of removing background in CorelDraw. The first way, the first step that you can take in removing background is using the shape tool. So this is the shape tool. As you can see, the moment I picked this shape tool, the picture is already selected here. All right, so using the shape tool, this is like a cutter. So we use the shape tool to cut out all this yellowish pad until we see that we have only our girl here, our model here. So how are we going to do that? First of all, you see we have edges here. We use these edges to remove the background. Now here we go. We start with use it, cutting off these edges. We cut off these edges by using the shape tool. So it's a simpler like this. You create a noodle by double clicking on it, and then you hold that noodle, drag it down. You see, drag it down, and when you drag down, it means you're chopping off that part. You are simply chopping off that part. So you just need to be a little careful all the time, so that you don't cut some other unnecessary parts. So you need to be at least you need to make sure that you're being kind to our girl. Don't cut where she's not supposed to be cut. All right, so yeah, it's like that. You see, these are the areas that you need to focus on. I don't know what's happening with my mouse. Oh, the PC jumped. My PC jumped. Okay, so this is what we do using the shape tool. This is what we will do. This is what we will do. We will do this until we take off all the yellowish part. Right. It's important to take note of each and every step. It might look easy, but it's not that easy until you practice and practice and practice. So it's important to always use these videos that you find on the internet for practice purposes. Right, so you cut these edges. These edges needs to be cut off. All right, so yeah, that's how it goes. You see, now since I'm remaining with this part, I can maybe create a node here, just like that, just like this, then double click here. All right, you see, we have taken off almost that part, and here also we'll come here and create something here. You see, all right, so that's what it is. Moving on, going and going and going. You can also see this part and this part. We have another node here that we can hold and drag it down to here, and also we have another node here we can hold and drag it down here, and we can see we can also, since we have our girl cut off, chopped off like this, we can take another node here, just making sure that we follow the path. We follow the path without making any mistakes, that we don't make no mistakes. All right, this is so simple. This is so simple. You just need to practice, and when you get used to it, you find out that it's so easy and it's so cool. Alright, so basically this is how it goes. Yeah, you cut off all the unnecessary part. Yeah, so this is how we one of the ways we use to take off the background of an image in CorelDraw. So all the HD pictures that you have, maybe you want to use them for graphic designs, maybe banners, posters, flyers, or whatever, and you are using CorelDraw, this is what you should do. You should see here we have a node. We have a node here. I've created another node here, so I'll create another node here and take that one, hold that one, and drag it here. Okay, so as you can see, we are just making sure that I'll create another node here just because I want to take off this shape, and I'll create another one here. I'll go down here, you see. So this is how we basically remove the background in CorelDraw. It's as simple as ABC. It's not so hard, not so hard, you see, not so hard. So just go there. Remember, if you don't really understand the CorelDraw interface, or maybe you don't know the tools, remember to get back to the previous videos. They will be of very, 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 very importance. And don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, because here we have most of the tutorials that you would need to learn graphic designing. So you see here we have our girl. We need to make sure that we follow the path so that we only remain with the skin, because that is very, 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 very important. That is very, 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 very important here also. And you see, all right, let's do that. And also click here. You just double click, and here. Okay, all right. That's how it goes. My mouse is jamming here and there. I don't know why. Alright, so you also come here. Alright, you just follow her hand. You make sure that you follow everything. You see that it's quite important, to understand that. Alright, so this is for the beginners. For experts, we also have other videos for expert graphic designers. Maybe they just want to improve their skills on some areas here and there. We will go through all that. Just make sure that you subscribe to this YouTube channel, because this is where all the learning will be taking place. This is where all the schooling or whatever it is will be taking place. But I think you are following, because basically the most important thing is that you need to be following each and every step. You just take these noodles and making sure that we just take off all the unnecessary areas, because we just want her, only her. So it's so important to follow through. So very important. So you see here, got here, you take this noodle, drag it down, and you create another one here, and at least make it something like that. Here also you cut, and you see, all right, you can see that at least 70% of our girl is cut off, but we have sharp edges where she's not really into her perfect position, or we can't use her the way she is, the way she's looking now. We need to make some sharpening so that our work looks a bit more professional. So for that to happen, we also have this part here that is not it's not important. We need to remove this part as well. So to remove that part, we come here and find we need to find the eraser tool. All right, we need to find the eraser tool. I don't know what's wrong with you guys. Yeah, we need this one. And okay, since it looks to be a bit huge, at least this way, that's better. All right, you see, we have created that, we have erased that pad, so we'll get back to here and pick that shape tool, come back here and create a noodle here, and make sure that we follow through and remove all the unnecessary areas. You can see that the yellowish pad is somewhere getting into her hairs, so just try to be professional with that. Right? Yeah, just try to be a bit more professional with removing that pad. It's a very important. It's a very important. You see, mostly it's just about. And I also will create another node here, and also take this one until there go. Until we are done with at least most. We are done with cutting off at least most of the yellow pad, so that we are remaining with only only okay, you see. All right, so this is very important. It's very important. Okay, you can take this line and at least come here. You see, Alright, you left click, I would say, right click on that one, and when that options come, you just click to line. I've already done it, so this is a line now. Because it's a line, that's what will happen. And also I need to make sure that I don't leave any unnecessary, that most of the unnecessary area is taken off. So for that to be done, I need to be a bit extra careful. Alright, so this also goes off, and we come here, and here double click, left click, and to line. Alright, not left click, by the way. Right click. Right, okay, here double click, right click, then okay, it's already a line, so just drag it. And also here double click, also here create a node, and yeah, drag it down. Right, and also drag it down a bit here, and also make sure that we drag it down a bit here. Here we have a cave, we just pull it off, make sure that the cave is and also here, right here and here, and we just use this line here. Right, some part of our hand will go off, just because of our nails, because they were into the yellow part, so we don't need that. We don't really need that. Okay. This is what we have. Not good. I know you. That's what you're saying. Right. Alright, this is how we remove the sharp edges. You see the sharp edges, by the way, still on the shape tool, or you can just click F10 if you are using a PC as well as on the Mac, and you select all the noodles here, then you delete them. So you have managed to delete the noodles, and there we go. Here also you want to delete these noodles. You see also here, you delete the noodles. This is so important, so that you take off all the pad that is into that yellow background. And also here, you just need to be extra careful. Just need to be a bit extra careful. You know, these ladies with their hairs and their makeup. Yeah, so here you can just go like that, just to make it look more human, not more of a picture, but just to make it a little more human. Alright, so here you also just select all, then delete. You click delete on your PC, that is, and here also I think deleting would help. So we'll drag it here. Alright, just because her hair mostly was was into the yellow pad, so we'll also see most of the hair going off, just because we want only hair. So this is what you will do as far as removing background in CorelDraw is concerned. So this is what you will do. All right, here you see all right. So yeah, I think there we are done. You also delete the nodes here and see, are they okay? Right, looks fine to me. And also we'll remove the sharp edges here. You can see most of the sharp edges that we had are gone. Most of them are gone. Still, we are not yet having the desirable output. See that? That's not good, right? That's not good after all. Why not trying to do that? And also create another node here and another one here, and drag this part down, and this other part down, so that we try to have a proper look, the way she is. Yeah, you just need to let's push it a little bit, a red bit here. Alright, so I'm using left click, holding the line. Okay, yeah. Alright, there. That looks a bit more better than what we had, and this also looks at least better than what we had. Not that. Alright, let's just come here. You see, Control Shift and Z, this is redo. Command Shift and D on Mac. Alright, so we'll redo that move, just making sure that everything we do is okay, is in place. So you see, we have tried, even though her hair, there's so much into the background. So for us to take only her without the background, it might be hard, but it's achievable. So that's how it is. Probably removing some parts. Yeah, okay. Just make sure that you don't have the yellow part, any yellow part left. So you see, I just have to create another node here, at least to hold it down, and I should also better create another node here and hold it down. Okay, so this is what you can do as far as removing background in CorelDraw is concerned. It's not that hard. You see, at least we have most of the background left, but we have some sharp edges, like this one here. That's a sharp edge. And also we have another sharp edge here. Should also take that off. Depending on what we want, I think this part needs to go off. This part can go off because what we want, let's take this one. All right, what I did here, of course I said it, I had to double click here, left click, then this option comes up, then to line. So we have a line here. All right, so double click, and you see, double click also, then we have this line, and double click also. You see, we have that part. What if not? We take the eraser and we do that. All right, this is just to make sure that all right, maybe I've done some injustice to her, so before anything else, all right, I'm done with that. See, this is because her mesh was so much into the yellow part. I'll also try to take the background of another picture before we go, so that we can have a proper understanding of what is going on here. So you see, this is because we want to put her at least in a shape where if we want to design something using this picture, it should look normal. It should look normal and okay. All right, yeah, that's very, very important. That's very, very, very important. So yeah, this is it. So yeah, you can see we're still having that yellowish part here, forcing us to take off some of our nails. Forcing us to take off some of our, okay, so we'll take this one and reduce the size here, the eraser thickness. You see, it's on a 0.17 inch. Let's reduce it to something like that. Now it's even so big. Yeah, I'll just do this one, you see. And we come here, take the shape tool, use these noodles, just to make sure that we don't have the yellow part also on her hand, between these fingers. So yeah, this needs a lot of attention. You need to pay attention to details. All right, so yeah, here it goes like that, and here it goes like that, and here it goes like that, and here it goes like that, as well as here it goes like that. All right, so just make sure that we delete the sharp edges just to make it a bit normal, a bit human. The sharp edges are not necessary here. Yeah, so let's try to come here. This also doesn't look good. Doesn't look, yeah, it doesn't look cool. So yeah, what we'll do is take this one and try to do that. Take this one, try bring this one here, and maybe delete that edge, and also come here. So at least we have managed to make this hand look a bit more human. Alright, at least we have tried. You can also see what we have here. Her hair is not looking, it's not giving. We have a lot of sharp edges, so we need to work that around and try to remove all that. It's simple. You just have to select, you see, then delete. It's okay. It's okay. It's not so hard. Alright, we don't have a perfect representation of her, but at least we have managed to remove the background, which is now a bit more better than what we had. And also here, maybe. Alright, so from where we started, this is what we had. Where is the picture? This is the picture we had here. This is the picture we had. Alright. After cutting and doing everything, this is what we have. Alright. Of course, this is not even perfect though. Like this part. Did we check on it? We didn't. Yeah. We still have a lot of sharp edges that side. Like, this is not good. So you should always make sure that you avoid having sharp edges when removing the background. These sharp edges looks amateur and immature. They're not important. When you have sharp edges in your wake, after removing background, it shows that the one working on that project is not even good at all. It's not that person is unprofessional. So you should always make sure that you don't really have a lot of sharp edges in your work. The skin has to look so smooth and soft as a human is supposed to be. See, because the one we are cutting is a human being, so we can't just cut them like anything. Any other object that you are cutting, avoid sharp edges. Any other object you bring into CorelDraw to remove the background through cutting using the shape tool, make sure you avoid sharp edges. These ones will destroy your reputation as a graphic designer. So basically that's that. So this is what we have, and this is what we had after removing the background. You see, so we can say I don't know how you look at it. Okay, that's the first way as far as removing background in CorelDraw is concerned. Alright, the next video we'll look at the second. Alright, so you can see this picture is not on is off the page. As I've selected the picture using the pick tool, I can just click P, and it's on the center now, I think. Yeah, this is the page. Then P, it's back on the page. Zoom it, reduce the size again, then click P. We're back. All right, and P, and it's on page now. If you want another background, we can take this one. We can take the rectangle here, bring it here, and add the color that we want. You see, the layer is in front of the image, so we select it, left click, and then you see the options we have here. You go down, there is this options, order, then we just click to back of the page, or else Control End on PC and Command End on Mac. Alright, so this is what we have at the end of the day after removing the background. It's not really as perfect, but there are other ways that we can make it look a bit more professional. This is like that just because the picture, the hair was too much into the background, so most of the times it's hard to remove backgrounds of pictures like those ones. So yeah, this is the second. This is the first. This is the first way on how you can remove background using CorelDraw of an image. Alright, in the next video we are going to look at removing Corel background, the second removing background in CorelDraw using the pen tool. This is the second way, or this is another way that you can use to remove a CorelDraw background, to remove a background in CorelDraw.